Overperformers.
Come on. Oh,
running back overperformers.
That would have been it right there.
ADP and overall fantasy finish. Compared to overall fantasy finish. Coming in at number 1, Travis Etienne. ADP running back 31. Fantasy points per game, RB 12. Scatterboo at number 2, RB 37 ADP. Points per game, RB 9. Javonte Williams, ADP 39. Finishes PPR running back 13. Rico Dowdle, ADP 59, finishes at RB 20, and Kenneth Gainwell, yes he can, ADP 185, PPR points per game finish, RB 23.
Shout out Kenny Gainwell.
Yeah, shout out to Kenny
Gainwell. Definitely win this one, but shout out to JD and the Heart to Start. We got the whole list right here. I maybe not. I know I was always a Rico guy, and a lot of us were. Scatterboo, yeah, I'm pretty sure we were up on that Scatterboo hype trade preseason too. Giants are the Giants. They only had what they had. So, yeah, we were telling you that's a good value pick right there too. But definitely the ETN and the Javonte. We had shorts on that, in fact, 100%.
Come on now. 100%. And see, that's the thing about if you go zero running back, then you got action like that kid is saying, man, going all wide receivers, bro, and then hitting late on these fucking running backs 100%. Or if you want to go anchor RB, get you your first RB in round 1, whether it's Bijan or Javonte, Jameer, and then go, start hitting the other positions 100%. But also once we get to these tight ends, the only tight end that the early round tight end was McBride. 100% that fucking crushed his shit. You know what I mean? Or had the same season as last year, but he had about 8 TDs this year.
So,
you know what I mean? So
when I'm so happy that you brought that name up, because I was trying to hold in this my favorite second round pick of the draft, and that's Trey McBride. The managers that said, "Hey, I see the value in tight end, especially if you had a tight end league." Some of us don't play in tight end leagues, but it's a premium. But anyways, any format, McBride finished as a top 12 to 15 performer at your we'll call them flex position. Wide receiver, running back, tight end. The value that you get from that is 100 points difference from second place. So the running backs and the wide receivers, they're not that big of a difference. So in value, that's where McBride makes up that difference for some of these playoff winning teams. McBride definitely was around, and you were either frustrated or happy because he showed up in fantasy playoffs too, man.
100%. I played against him in the championship that night. 100%, bro. And he got his touchdowns late in that game on week 17, bro. He wasn't doing shit for damn near the whole motherfucking game, and then here he comes alive. He's alive.
Yeah, they said this after that because he was seeking that record.
What record?
I guess he got the most receptions for a tight end in a season ever, with 117 or whatever it was. So
they were trying to get years with 100 receptions.
Yeah, and they got him over. He ended up with 10 catches and a tug. So, but a lot of it was in garbage time for sure, especially the tug.
Yeah.
Hey, but like you said, against Cincinnati, Bogey, who we start?
Come on, whatever tight end. Like, he had to get. He had to have one of the best tight end performances ever because he's one of the best tight ends this year, if not the best.
Hey, you know what?
The Bengals.
And you know what? Shout out to our boy that got the ball. What's my boy's name?
Nelson?
Shout out to Nelson that got the Trey McBride ball. Pause.
Man. Shout out to Nelson, man.
Yeah, Nelson. Shout out.
Hey, we did that. Yeah. Hey, the GWN did that Trey McBride back-to-back season,
we made Trey McBride the best tight end.
We did that. We helped motherfuckers get championships from last year going into this year with that, bro. Spoke that bitch into existence.
You know,
oh my mama.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
Gainwell though. Gainwell was an undrafted player, bruh.
Yeah.
And he gave you flex. He gave you damn near flex worthy start probably from week 7 on all the way through, bro.
I remember telling distinctly on this show on the Wake Your Game Up, like it was early on in the year we were doing like the waiver pickups, right? I was like, I think Kenneth Gainwell's the one to have over there. Because
Come
we're
on
just
now.
watching him try to fool with Jalen Warren. And I was speaking this from firsthand because I had that league where Kev went perfect in. I have Gainwell and Warren, and I was like, damn, I should be playing Gainwell. You know what I mean? Because you know when you actually have when you're paying attention to it because you have the player on the team, and I'm like, dang, Gainwell's the guy. And then it became to a point where you could start both of them, but it was obviously a little too late for Jalen Warren to jump on this list. But yeah, Gainwell did it consistently.
Bro, from week 11 all the way through week 17, 29.5, 18.2, 6.5, 16.2, 19.6, 23.8, and he dudded out in week 17. But he did have a damn good stretch from week 11 all the way through, bro. He had a 31-point game in week 4. Other than that, 5, 6s, 9 again, 3.5. He had 2 eighth games. 3.5, that's an eighth, 100%. You know what I mean? 7.4. Oh, he had somebody showed him love on a quarter, 100%. Somebody shorted him a gram, 2.4 game. Oh man, hey, yeah, we bust shit down around here, 100%. You know what I mean? Cold world around this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, and
shout out to Gainwell, man.
Yeah, shout out to Gainwell. And it's also I just want to reiterate this because what I'm saying, around these parts in the Gen Wealth. Of course, we have many different styles, different approaches. But one thing that stands true for me, no matter what the trends are, I just go heavy receiver because running backs will pop up. You know what I mean? Running backs going to pop up. The elite receivers just don't. You either got to draft them or trade for them. You not necessarily just find maybe if you're in a shallower league, but you're not necessarily just going to find this world beater at receiver 9 times out of 10 that you would be able to pick up a running back who could be, have a little 3-4 week run there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the Rashad Pennies of the world a couple years ago. Remember that? Like 4 years ago, whatever it was. He had like a crazy 6-game stretch to close the year. Like it's more often than not, you could find those guys throughout the course of the year at running back than you could at receiver.
For real. Well, Banks was saying that he feels like CMC was biggest ADP value player of them all, but
really?
Well,
I would say because
a lot of people still took him high though. That people were taking his shot where he was supposed to go.
In our league, he was definitely going later.
Mostly.
Yeah, and in single quarterback, he was back in round 1, high second round pick as well. But getting him in the high second round, and for what he did this year, bro, that's a big steal, bro. Because usually, I mean, we only 2 years away from the 2023 season, and we 1 year away from 2024, which scared a lot of people, 100%.
Yeah, but his overall ADP didn't drop like some of these guys. We're looking at ADP jumps from like ETN, who was number 1 a couple years ago, all the way to being drafted as the last starting RB at RB 31, and then finishing at 12. So people were still drafting CMC in a fairly high range. Like he wasn't falling out of the top 12 running backs, right? So
he was usually like running back 3 or 4.
So that's why for overperformance, it's not an overperformance.
No, for sure. No, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with you breaking that down. But just like I wasn't touching it. In redraft, bro, that motherfucker was not on my radar, dog. 100% stiff arm, and I wish I would have took it 100% because I wouldn't have to try to trade for his motherfucking ass. 100%, and that's what I did. I gave up Josh Jacobs,
Javonte,
and Zay Flowers, bro. 100%.
Win.
Oh my!
I drafted him and fell out of contention and traded him. It was
I just had a great idea.
But did you get the whole trap house for him?
I got first.
He actually still got into the playoffs, even.
Robert Spillane.
Spillane, the injuries.
And first and a second.
Hell of a name, that Spillane.
So for CMC in the dynasty, I got Kincaid, Spillane, a first and a second.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, because that's the thing with CMC and Dynasty. It's like, okay, everyone, you might be like, all right, do I jump ship now or wait again? Or, you know what I mean? It was like that with
The
Derrick Henry.
first is a
Hey, you got the
26
first and second in the same year draft, kiddo?
No, I got a second and 27. I got a first and 26 and a second and 27.
That first is still highly valuable, though. At least when I know what you're about to do with it. Also, you know what I mean? I'm used to taking the picks. I'm going to flip it to a player. You know what I mean?
I try to do that like literally day of draft or day right before.
No, that's a fact.
I'm not this whole all season. I'm not
This is
touching
not the
my
first
pick.
time I've traded.
I'm not touching my picks until we get close to
I
April.
trade McCaffrey on
All my
on
draft
the-
picks is sitting, bro. I'm not touching none of my
Yeah,
picks.
my capital stay until draft day.
I will have you know, in most of my leagues, I don't even have any picks. What?
Lying.
we going in.
You got
year,
any?
we figure it out.
Hey, who you got on the block then?
Josh Allen.
What's funny is I do have a couple of Josh Allen teams.
Hey,
I will
both of
flip
them
for the
boys
world.
said Josh Allen. Oh, everything. We gotta get the trap out.
Single quarterback league where I have Josh Allen and I have Tyler Shuck on the
But
Texas
this is what I want
squad.
to do. I want to turn my Josh Allen into like a Drake May plus like a receiver or something.
I need some running. I need a running back and maybe a tight end I could turn Josh Allen into.
Like
I
I don't
no
have any shares
receiver
of
in that
Drake
league.
May. I feel like I could get me a Drake May.
Okay,
Ooh.
let me ask y'all a question. So right when the league advances, that's when y'all putting Josh Allen on the block?
No.
Yeah, and I just kind of let it bid it. I just kind of let people ghost bid against each other. They don't even know it.
I like what Peacock said, because what if they go get a receiver in the offseason?
That's the fact. I mean, like
How many years has he placed number one or number two?
You don't need
All
Every
he
year.
needs is his Batman.
He was
Yeah,
more consistent with
I'm
He
not
was more
really
consistent with
concerned
Stephon
on what
Diggs
he
there.
needs and doesn't need because he just performs as a one or two. So the
Exactly.
idea is,
But
hey,
he
I
did
got
have
the
two
number
down
one
games this
or
year.
number two finisher for the last 6 years.
That's
He did
what
have
I'm
two
talking
down
about.
games
So if
this
they
year.
go
We
get a
wanna root for
receiver in
him.
this offseason, if they go get
I
somebody
would,
in this
I would
offseason,
get
bro.
Puka. That's what I would chase Puka. Puka is my MVP for fantasy. I won 2 championships. He's the only offensive player that was on both of those squads.
Let's go.
Come on now. He's
So
the part of the fraternity.
what I would do, I would trade for Puka plus. Obviously, I prefer a quarterback in that. But if I could get multiple firsts and stuff like that, then I would definitely pull the trigger. And hopefully, there's a manager out there that has that situation. It's just a quarterback away. They're like freaking super receiver top heavy, and they can afford to lose Puka. Something out there. I've seen it all in leagues. There's different teams everywhere. You just got to find the right manager to make the deal with.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
But piquing the interest of that that said manager, that's what I like to do with the trade block.
I feel like
that this guy is even available.
Yeah, I'm not jumping the gun on trying to trade Josh Allen right now, just based on we still got the whole offseason. We're going to have some cap casualties. They got some draft capital because they really not known for trading too much in the draft, even though they picks is going to be later on in the rounds 100%, man. We're going to see some fireworks.
I mean,
and I'm not ruling it because they have to go get a wide receiver.
The Dallas
no way-
Cowboys just released Trevon Diggs.
Oh shit.
Is it because him and his brothers is he involved with the thing too?
I don't know.
No, it was like some sort of strangulation and assault charge that he's denying.
Damn.
Stephon, back from December 2nd, so earlier
You
this
know
month.
his brother, and I think they got another brother, and then the other brother and the friends, they're into some shit. Like they'd stick fools up and rob him and shit, type of shit.
Allegedly,
yeah. But like so.
doing that.
Because there was some case that got thrown out, but they're trying to throw it on. I think they're trying to throw it on Diggs, Stephon
wow.
Diggs. But yeah, it was some weirdo shit. I ain't gonna lie. Allegedly.
Allegedly, he's running rapid.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys got anything else going on some of these overperformers? You have any overperformers you can think of here? These are you had to finish in the top 24, so it may have been somebody who finished outside the top 24, but really jumped in your mind. But other than that, there's
who's at 24?
I'm not too sure. I don't have the list right in front of me.
Oh,
You
okay.
got 24. I got it right.
Kenneth Gainwell was 23 in this PPR.
24 is Junkins.
Oh, wow. And he,
But he was
and
drafted
he missed,
probably pretty
he
high.
missed time.
Well, maybe not, right? Undrafted. It just depends because of the whole.
Yeah.
The only two motherfuckers that I know consistently that drafted Junkins is Diamond Joe and shout out to my dog Tax that I played in the champion. Them the only two motherfuckers that I know that really was on Junkins. Pause. 100%, dog.
They were on his. They were on his Junkins.
You ain't lying. It's like, oh, my Junkins. You got me right in the Junkins. Oh, McConkey. It's one of those. Like, it works.
News on both Biggs brothers today. Wild. Yes, sir, Brandon. Shout out to Brandon, one of the few Texans fans out there, hardcore.
Come on now, gang in the building.
Always out there on the
Like
H-Town Huddle. Make sure you guys are checking out our sideshow sister channels. We got Lee's Chargers Power Hour. We got my H-Town Huddle. Of course, the Hard to Start has all their nice OJ and a breakfast and various other podcasts as well. Plus, we do the live watch parties and Wake Your Game Up. Grit Don't Quit. We have a whole weekly slate of shows with the time slots that you guys can normally find us at. So make sure you are following along, liking, and subbing up if you haven't done so or you're seeing this out on our various other platforms. In that regard, let's go ahead and move on over to
one more thing. My bad, big bro. Me and Lee gonna be live tomorrow for the Hurricanes game. If any of y'all brothers pulling up tomorrow, you know what I mean?
I'll pull up.
Lee gonna be in this motherfucker watching the Hurricanes run up and down the field on the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Let's get it.
Come on now.
CJ will probably be watching that game too, I'm sure.
Come on now.
Oh shit, that's right. Alumni.
Facts.
All right, so let's jump on over to our running back underperformers.